Hi, I'm Martin Gettings. I'm reporting for Total Telecom here at IBC in Amsterdam. I'm joined by Baskar. He's the co-founder of Amagi, which is the industry leader for cloud-based TV network solutions. So, Baskar, you've launched a new platform here. Can you tell us about it?
Right. So what we've done at Amagi is launched a platform called Storm. Storm actually is an IRD-based satellite localization solution which enables TV networks to localize the regional feeds or do local advertising over hundreds of headends across using a satellite transport system. And that enables a huge scale for TV networks, and I think it will transform the way TV networks look at their monetization needs.
And what industry challenges is this platform addressing in the market?
Okay, largely if you look at it from a TV networks perspective, the big challenge for pay TV networks today is when they expand into countries like continents like Europe or Latin America and Asia, the big challenge is you want to really be able to target and localize your content because of viewer preferences, or you have regional needs from a compliance perspective, or you want to do local advertising. Then you're forced to do new satellite feeds to specific geographies, which starts to really become very expensive from an ROI perspective. What Amagi has done is enabling a platform which allows you to have the same one single satellite feed, but you can localize your content or advertising in different geographies over the same IRD infrastructure that you're already aware of, and being able to leverage that. We believe that will transform the whole economics of how you can actually create multiple local feeds across different geographies. That's a big advantage.
So the potential for savings is huge.
It's extremely high in some sense, because today, for example, every channel is trying to do separate for Scandinavia, separate for Netherlands, Switzerland, Europe. The Western Europe is very different, Eastern Europe is very different. What we're doing is we're saying, okay, have one EU feed that you might want to have, but now you can actually start localizing your content specifically for a few hours across the whole geographies and be able to run it.
And how does the technology work?
The beauty of the technology that Amagi has provided is a couple of things, right? One is we bring what's called a watermarking system, which allows you to create triggers of the audio-video content that's passing over the network as becoming the trigger. So which is a very critical big step, and it's a patented technology worldwide which Amagi owns today. Second part is we use the satellite transport to push the content to these devices, which enables you to scale this whole system dramatically. So it's an end-to-end workflow and a complete system which integrates into an existing workflow of the broadcaster and makes it relatively seamless.
And are there any real-world case studies?
There are multiple real-world case studies. First, Amagi comes from India, and in India we have thousands of installations of this whole thing, where we're doing across 15 different markets. So we slice the whole TV network, 15 different markets in the country. Second one, we've done it with a movie channel in the US network movie channel in Brazil, where in Brazil we enable them to have a different content instead of what's happening across Latin America. So we have taken the LATAM feed and split it across Brazil and rest of Latin America. We have a similar solution in Turkey that we've done it for another stuff. And one of the business news channels is using in Singapore for local advertising of their Asia feed, only for Singapore, for example. So we have multiple examples where people have started leveraging this technology across the globe.
And tell us about the watermark feature. What is that?
Okay, the watermark. See, if you look at it, if you look at any sort of insertion systems worldwide over the last couple of decades, the big challenge was how do I trigger the point of insertion for any content, because you're trying to do local insertion at a different level. The big challenge is there have been standards built across Q-tones and SCD35 triggers, and what Amagi looked at, and these are all very archaic technologies in some sense. So what Amagi brought out is a system which allows the audio to video content to be embedded with a watermark. It's a unique signature which the content on the network speaks to the box, and the box identifies this particular signature and replaces that content with any specific content that we've already done from a rule-based perspective. So the advantage that you have is the watermarking system enables you to create a parallel workflow for localization, independent of not even touching any of your existing automation or traffic systems that you have. That's a big advantage that we provide.
And we're seeing telecoms providers entering it's been happening for a few years now, entering the broadcast market, as well as traditional broadcasters. Will this technology be useful for everything from legacy providers all the way through to the new?
Correct, exactly. So the same watermarking technology, for example, is leveraged from traditional playout linear feeds that you have to OTT platforms on demand on-demand. So in fact, we are also showing a demonstration of an on-demand OTT platform on which you could have personalized advertising. So you could actually, on your tablets and mobile phones, when you're watching content, what are you going to see on mid-rolls, or what we call ad breaks, the regular ad breaks in television? You're going to see personalized advertising which is targeted towards each one of us. So we built a platform which is scaled, and you do one workflow as a broadcaster and leverage it across many different platforms. Doesn't matter if it's traditional linear platforms on cable, satellite, or on OTT platforms. So it's a full expansion.
Sounds like has the potential to really transform the industry.
We believe so as well.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.